65 million years ago, on a planet both familiar and alien, there walked creatures so vast, so powerful, so beyond imagination, that even today, their very existence feels unbelievable. Among them, one predator reigned supreme: Tyrannosaurus rex. A name that echoes through time, a name that means the tyrant lizard king. But this king was more than just teeth and terror. It was a living machine, a biological marvel forged by evolution's most extreme experiments. How could such monsters exist? How could nature build something so massive, so strong, so efficient, and yet so fragile? For decades, paleontologists have tried to unravel the secrets of these giants. And every discovery makes one thing clear: their biology wasn't just incredible, it was almost impossible. Today, no creature on land comes close. The heaviest elephants are dwarfed. The fiercest predators are humbled. Even the blue whale, the largest animal to ever live, owes its success to the ocean's buoyancy. But T-Rex? It was all muscle, all bone, all biology, surviving and dominating entirely on land. This is the unbelievable biology of the Tyrannosaurus rex, a story of blood and bone, lungs and muscle, evolution and extinction, a story where science reveals the genius and the madness of life itself. When we imagine giants, we think of myths, titans, ogres, creatures born of human fantasy. But Earth did not need imagination. It had dinosaurs, real titans that walked, thundered, and ruled the land for over 160 million years. Tyrannosaurus rex was one of the largest land predators to ever exist, standing more than 12 feet tall at the hips, stretching nearly 40 feet from nose to tail, and weighing as much as 9 tons. This was no ordinary hunter. This was a skyscraper of muscle and bone, balanced delicately on 2 pillar-like legs moving with shocking speed. And yet, even T-Rex was not the biggest. Long-necked giants like Argentinosaurus stretched to nearly 100 feet and may have weighed 70 tons, more than 10 times the mass of T-Rex. Sauropods were the true mountains of flesh. But unlike those slow-moving herbivores, the T-Rex combined immense size with raw predatory power, a terrifying balance of bulk and brutality. But here's the unbelievable part. Despite their size, these giants grew fast, very fast. T-Rex bones show it went from hatchling to 9-ton monster in just about 20 years. That means, during its teenage growth spurt, a young T-Rex could gain nearly 1,500 pounds every single year. From the size of a turkey mom to the size of a bus, in 2 short decades, no land animal alive today even comes close to such a biological explosion of growth. The only creatures that rivaled this growth were in the oceans, the blue whale, the heaviest animal ever, piling on 200 pounds a day during its prime. But whales are supported by water's buoyancy. A T-Rex did this on land. It grew colossal, lived colossal, and carried that weight with bone and muscle alone. And how long did they live? Not centuries, like tortoises, not even close. A full-grown T-Rex lived perhaps 25 to 30 years at most. Their reign as individuals was short, brutal, and fast. Unlike whales or elephants, they burned bright and died young. Evolution had made them into sprinters of time, beasts built for dominance, not longevity. Dinosaurs weren't just giants of size, they were giants of time itself. They ruled Earth for 160 million years. If all of history were a single day, our species would appear only in the last minute before midnight. Dinosaurs ruled the clock from dawn to dusk. But what made these giants possible? How did their bodies handle such impossible size? The answer lies inside their very biology, in hearts that could pump rivers of blood, in lungs that breathed like no animal today, and in bones strong enough to support a walking skyscraper. This is where the unbelievable truly begins. Every predator is only as strong as the engine that drives it. And in Tyrannosaurus rex, evolution built an engine so extreme it seems almost impossible. At the core of this beast was a heart of staggering power. Estimates suggest that a T-Rex's heart could have weighed hundreds of pounds, perhaps comparable to that of a modern-day large crocodile. With every thunderous beat, it pumped vast quantities of blood through thick arteries, delivering oxygen to the powerful muscles that propelled this living tank. To keep 9 tons of flesh alive, the T-Rex heart would have needed to pump blood at colossal pressures, far beyond that of any land predator today. Its circulatory system was more than just survival. It was a hydraulic powerhouse, fueling bursts of speed, bone-crushing bites, and a metabolism that kept it burning like a furnace. But even a massive heart could not work alone. The lungs of T-Rex were not like ours. They were closer to the hyper-efficient lungs of birds. Instead of simply filling and emptying like mammal lungs, air flowed through a complex network of air sacs, creating a one-way stream of oxygen. This meant T-Rex could breathe faster, deeper, and more efficiently than any mammal its size. Where a lion or a tiger might tire after a chase, the Tyrant King could sustain its monstrous body with a near constant flood of oxygen. Its breath was the fire that kept its engine burning. Carrying 9 tons of muscle and bone on land is a feat no animal alive today can manage. Yet T-Rex did it with astonishing grace. Its bones were hollow and lightweight but reinforced with struts like the framework of a skyscraper, strong enough to carry its weight, yet light enough to move. And those muscles. Oh, the muscles. Its tail alone, weighing over a ton, was packed with muscle to counterbalance its enormous head. Its thighs were like pistons, driving the animal forward at speeds of 20 miles per hour. Not lightning fast, but for a predator the size of a bus, it was terrifyingly quick. And then the bite. Powered by jaw muscles thicker than a man's torso, T-Rex delivered the strongest bite force of any land animal in Earth's history. Over 8,000 pounds of pressure. Enough to crush bone like dry twigs. Enough to bite through a car door as if it were paper. But muscle alone does not make a predator. T-Rex's brain was small compared to its body, but evolution had given it deadly precision. Its olfactory bulbs, the centers of smell, were enormous, giving it a nose so powerful it could track prey from miles away. Its eyes, each the size of a grapefruit, faced forward, giving it binocular vision sharper than a hawk's. It could see depth, distance, and movement with lethal accuracy. And its hearing? Tuned to low frequencies, allowing it to sense the footsteps of prey long before it came into sight. Lungs like furnaces, bones like steel beams, muscles like pistons, eyes like searchlights, and a nose sharper than any bloodhound. This was not simply an animal. This was a walking engine of survival, the perfect fusion of biology and brutality. But as incredible as this engine was, it was only the beginning, because the strangest, the most unbelievable aspects of dinosaur biology are still to come.